Shalom and welcome to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. This is Meditation and Mindfulness with Rabbi Adam Kligfeld.
We're going to start our meditation, and the meditation is going to be Torah-based and Parsha-based in addition to being purely meditative. And it's going to be jumping off an interesting concept on the opening lines of Parshat Mishpatim, about why the servant/slave who chooses to stay with the master after being offered freedom is pierced through the ear, and in particular, why that event happens at the delet, at the door. So the Ishbitzer Rebbe, the author of the commentary called the Mehashiloach, says that the reason why it's significant that it happens at the door is that the door is a symbol of the freedom and the liberation that is available to this person. The person might be afraid of what's coming next because in the home, the person has the basic needs taken care of, even though he's not free. And he's choosing the security of this confinement rather than what might come through that door. And the Ishbitzer says what the Torah is sort of denouncing here is choosing to stay where you are rather than go through the door towards a future that is waiting to be claimed. It's not certain, but it's waiting to be claimed. And I think that is something we all struggle with all the time. How do we know which stasis moments to embrace and which doors to push through without a guarantee of what's on the other side? But there are dlatot, there are doors waiting for us to walk through at all times. So the meditation is going to be slightly removed from the context, but I wanted the context to be there. The meditation is going to really be about us at a door, at a precipice, and what that's like psychospiritually. So if you haven't already, I invite you to close your eyes and start descending into that beautiful, heavy, soulful, serene, tranquil, alert, alive, intentional, and focused place. Descending into your body, descending into your soul. Using breathing, deep breathing as a way of bringing you deeper into this experience, as if each in-breath brings the elevator down one floor into deeper consciousness, deeper connection with the divine, deeper connection with the self. Allow this descent to happen. Don't break the fall. It's a gentle fall. Permit yourself to surrender. You meditate not for a particular aim, but just for the experience itself. As you go deep into this, don't search for answers. Don't expect particular wisdom. Just let the experience be its own reward. I want you to imagine yourself that you're in a room or a space. It could be indoors, it could be outdoors. But wherever you find yourself, almost in a 360-degree swivel, everywhere you look, you see a doorway. Everywhere you look, You see an opening currently closed by a door, but it represents an opening. That limitless number of doors that surround you 360 degrees represent all the possibilities in front of you at this moment. You cannot go through all of them simultaneously. On the other side of none of them is there a guaranteed reality. And yet there's something about your awareness in this moment that suggests that staying where you are and not choosing any of them is the wrong choice. You feel compelled and propelled to walk towards one of the doors. You're not even sure why you're walking through that one. Not quite sure why you're at that one, but you're there. Your hand is on the handle. You're comfortable where you are. You know that room, you know that space, you've gotten used to it. It is familiar. It is reliable. And yet your hand is on that door. And yet you feel pushed to investigate what is on the other side of it without knowing if it will be good or bad, hard or easy, worth it or not. You'll only know when you open and walk through and experience and try. Check in with what you feel in this moment at this precipice. Excitement, nervousness, curiosity, dread, panic, wonder. They might all be present. And you linger at the doorway in this liminal moment until your heart tells you it's time. You can no longer stay where you are as you are. You open the door and you walk through. When you are hit by an array of dizzying and dazzling colors, feelings, visual possibilities, and auditory stimuli, and even there are paths to choose. The freedom of having walked through one door offers you the freedom and the burden of choosing the path from there. You ground yourself, knowing that you cannot go back or turn back into the room from which you left. That is now the past tense. You are in this new reality. And you breathe yourself and you walk yourself forward, chin up, with dignity and purpose, claiming your future steps. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and pull back into a different type of consciousness. Hopefully with this meditation, settling in your soul and settling your soul as we move forward. And I'm going to share the screen and we will say the closing meditation prayer together. Say this 3 times. May we and all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. We all be free of suffering and the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. And may we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. May we and all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering and the causes of suffering. We all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. May we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. May we and all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering and the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. May we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all.
You have been listening to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. If you enjoy these podcasts, we invite you to write a review on the Apple Podcast site or wherever you get your podcasts. For more information about Temple Beth Am Los Angeles, go to tbala.org.